Surah 3, Part 2. And if they argue with you, say, I have surrendered my face to Allah, and he who has followed me. And say to those who are given the book and the Ummiyun, have you surrendered? Then if they have surrendered, then are they guided? But if they turn away, then only the notice is upon you, and Allah is seer of the slaves. Those who disbelieve in Allah's verses and kill the prophets without right and kill those who command equity among people, give them good news of painful torture. Those are the ones whose deeds have become worthless in the dunya and the hereafter, and they have no helpers. Have you not seen those who were given a share of the book? They are called to Allah's book to judge among them. Then a party of them turns away, and they are averse. That is because they said, the fire will not touch us except for a few days, and deluded them in their religion as what they used to fabricate. Then how, when we have gathered them for a day, there is no doubt about it. And every soul is paid in full what it has earned, and they are not wronged. Say, Allahumma, owner of the dominion, you give the dominion to whom you will, and take away the dominion from whom you will, and honour whom you will, and vulgarize whom you will. In your hand is good, you are mighty over everything. You thrust the night into the day, and thrust the day into the night, and bring out the living man from the dead man, and bring the dead man out of the living, and give provision to whom you will, without account. Let the believers not take the Kafirun as protectors instead of the believers, and he who does that does not have in anything from Allah, except that you fear them as a precaution, and Allah warns you of himself, and to Allah is the destiny. Say, if you conceal what is in your chests or reveal it, Allah knows it. And he knows what is in the skies and what is on the earth, and Allah is mighty over everything. The day every soul finds what it has done of good presented, and what it has done of evil, it wishes that there were a far distance between it, and Allah warns you of himself, and Allah is kind to the slaves. Say, if you love Allah, then follow me. Allah will love you and forgive you your sins, and Allah is a forgiver, merciful. Say, obey Allah and the Messenger. Then if they turn away, then Allah does not love the Kafirun. Allah chose Adam and Nuh and Ibrahim's family and Imran's family over the Alameen, offspring of one another, and Allah is a hearer, learned. When Imran's woman said, Lord, I have vowed to you what is in my belly, dedicated, so accept from me. You are the hearer, the learned. Then when she had laid her, she said, Lord, I have laid her, a female, and Allah is a knower of what she had laid, and the male is not like the female. And I have named her Maryam, and I seek refuge for her in you, and her offspring, from the Rajim devil. So her Lord accepted her well, and she caused her to sprout well, and we put her in the care of Zachariah. Whenever Zachariah entered the mihrab upon her, he found provision with her. He said, Maryam, whence do you have this? She said, it is from Allah. Allah gives provision to whom he wills without account. There Zachariah invoked his Lord. He said, Lord, give me from your presence offspring. You are the hearer of invocation. Then the angels called him while he was standing, praying in the mihrab. Allah gives you good news of Yahya, confirming a word from Allah, and a chief and a continent man, and a prophet among the righteous. He said, Lord, how can I have a boy, and bulk has reached me, and my woman is infertile? He said, thus, Allah does what he wills. He said, Lord, make me a sign. He said, your sign is not to speak to people for 3 days except with gesture, and mention your Lord much and praise in the evening and the early morning. And when the angels said, Maryam, Allah has chosen you and purified you, and chosen you over the women of the Alameen. Maryam, be obedient to your Lord, and do sujood and bow with the bowers. That is from the news of the ghaib, we inspire you with it. And you were not in their presence when they threw their pens as to which of them takes charge of Maryam, and you were not in their presence when they dispute.